Hello, my darlings. Good evening, and welcome to our Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle ATL by Night. Chapter 7, His Blood is the Key.
Oh.
Let's welcome our vampires.
Whoops, I didn't mean to make noise. I'm Jamar Muslar, and I'm scared. I'm playing Amari, who's also scared.
Hi, everybody. I'm Cate Osborn. I'm playing Miriam, and I am also scared.
I'm Ian E. Muller. I play Jackson. Jackson is not scared.
Hi everybody, I'm Johnathan Fii. I play the spider and I want to fight something. Pretty default.
Hi, my name's Kimchi and I play Jenni. She's probably gonna try to kill him.
Who knows?
Hi, I'm Cate Adkins, and I am Crimson Cynthia Celine Darkness, or Sen, and I am not scared.
Yeah, you're feeling pretty good right
Feeling
now.
pretty good, feeling pretty comforted.
And I'm
feeling nice.
And I'm your storyteller, Ellie Collins. Once again, thank you, Camp Gehenna, for sponsoring us. Make sure to sign up at campgehenna.com. And so without further ado, let's sit back and relax, and let's tell a vampire story.
Rumor has it, I'm a savage, drop the classic, thinking back, drop the classic, to establish that the magic, it's automatic, got a mask, who was that, living legend, lethal weapon, mastermind, never tried, tell them all. Big dreams, I got big dreams since like baby. I've been joining forces with the likes of an A-team. Jumping off of buildings used to be so stimulating. Now I'm reaching new heights, I'ma need the off-whites. Play with the fire, you get burned. All of my struggles became lessons well learned. I got desires that keep me grounded, that's for sure. Cause one day we gon' make it out this earth, where's your worth? I'm sick of your talking, you got the wrong one. I'm taking your king and I leave him broken. If I am in second, it's after no one. Just give me a second to let them know. I'm the headline, the deadline. I'm ahead time, the rare kind. I'm a living legend, lethal weapon, mastermind. Big time.
When last we saw our kindred, you all had a bit of a confrontation with the Venture Paladin that resides down here. And now you have thoroughly investigated his living quarters and found yourself going up a staircase where Sin has opened the door. And you guys are in a beautiful Colosseum-style building. The columns kind of just surround all over, and it looks like you can see out, but given the illusions that you've all been privy to, the room itself is not an illusion, but it's kind of probably just the view is an illusion. But it's just a nice room. There's some chairs, there's some tables, snacks, general chill, I would say entertaining area, but clearly he doesn't have many guests down here.
This man loves a fake snack.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah.
He's like, y'all want to have snacks? I'm like, we're dead. No one's having snacks. And that's coming from me.
I like some snacks.
Delicious.
So good.
It's so good.
So good. Does it affect my hunger at all?
No.
Do we see the other doors?
There are no doors that you can tell, but as this is a Colosseum setup, so you have like a 360 view. But you could walk out onto the patio type, the external part of the landing if you wished.
Storyteller, point of clarity. When you say Colosseum, I'm picturing like a battle arena, like Pneumakia.
No,
Are we?
Thank you for clarifying. I said Colosseum. I meant Parthenon.
Got it. Okay.
So
okay.
like,
Thank you.
Just like a big auditorium.
I was like,
Yeah.
oh, we're in a battle arena. We should not be in a battle arena. But if we're not,
Thank
that's
you for
okay.
clarifying. Thank you for clarifying.
So it's more of a theater.
Parthenon is just essentially a large rectangle surrounded by columns.
Oh, okay. All right, so it's a square.
Yeah.
rectangle.
As a sign I'm from the South, I almost said like the one in Nashville instead of like the actual Parthenon.
Oh, there's one in Nashville.
Okay, so we're in this big hallway.
It's a large building, but it is completely like open to the elements.
Okay. So do we feel like this guy is even here in any
Yeah, absolutely.
realistic capacity?
I think so.
Mr. Methuselah?
Yeah, because we've
Yes.
got his tall guard guy.
He's here.
I think he's who's like super hungry, right, Jenni?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we keep
And you know the visions.
hearing that.
It's gotta come from somewhere, and it's not from his ghost.
And this location would just be super weird for it to be a red herring.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like if you were gonna just like project this, I would do it like in Carthage to make a point.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, this appears to just be a relaxation place. What you're gathering from the living quarters downstairs and this area upstairs is that they've been living here a while, so they've just made it comfortable.
do you want to try this thing again, Jackson?
I'm scared.
No,
Okay.
not yet.
Let's actually wander a little bit before we start doing crazy shit. Like let's
They'll still go around. Give it a
yeah, let's give it a little while. Let's like look around and try to figure some shit out.
I don't know. I just keep thinking about like, is the guy still following us?
Yeah, that's not.
I don't know.
Because like,
More than likely.
I feel like he should have caught up with us by now, but also, I don't want him to.
Yeah.
It's
But-
more of a Scooby-Doo situation. He went into a room as you guys went into a different one.
And I'm just like so tired.
I mean,
There's definitely places to take a nap.
And there isn't. There really isn't. I'm afraid of getting to the Methuselah and not being 100%.
That's totally valid.
Do we see anything inside of the Parthenon since it's just open?
It's just chairs, tables with the snacks. It's more of like kind of a lounging looking area.
We could take a nap. I don't know.
As far as you can see, you can walk further down it if you wish. And going further down, there's more of a spa type, like traditional spa, like kind of like a bath, like Roman baths, and everything. And beside the baths, there are bowls of flower petals, there are vials of oils. It is a very luxurious bath situation, but they are like, it's 4 baths that are tiered, and so you can see that there's a fountain effect kind of keeping the water moving, keeping it from getting stagnated.
Fuck it. I really want a bath. It's so gross. We've touched so many things.
So go rest.
Go rest. Go lay down somewhere.
In
Rest
the
of us will
pool?
look around.
Don't close your eyes.
You're not gonna fucking drown. You're a vampire.
I mean, I'm not worried about that. I'm just saying no one's gonna judge me if I'd like go in this pool.
We're
No.
gonna judge you no matter what. Just you know
Do you
this.
think?
No, but let's know something weird happens.
Yeah.
Got it. There are no clothes.
Spider doesn't seem to care.
And just like this is it. This is all I needed.
Are you adding anything to the baths?
From
From the selection?
I'm definitely putting on some of the oils, and I put some of the roses in like
They're
just
very fragrant.
yes, yes,
A little bit of lavender to help you sleep.
yes.
And breathing in that, you kind of can finally fall asleep. And you fall asleep to oblivion with no dreams.
He looks so peaceful
Yeah.
that I also decide to partake in the spa, but I probably don't fall asleep. I just
Yeah.
want to relax.
Is anyone else partaking in the baths?
No.
Same.
Jenni?
You're also partaking. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Miriam,
It's
Jackson.
I'll stick like my feet in the water, but I'm not taking my clothes off in front of other people.
So is Jenni like bleeding out still? 'Cause that's
The
all-
bleeding stopped, but for those of you in the bath, please heal all willpower and damage.
Well, actually, I didn't have any.
If you want to explore ahead,
Yeah.
I'm going to stay here and make sure that he does not sneak up on us while they are relaxing.
Yeah.
And I
I'll
will.
do that. I'll probably try to take a dip at some point to get this dealt with, but not yet.
And I will pretty much just hang back by the area we came in and keep an eye out, rear guard.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys are just able to relax in these beautiful baths, add any flowers or oils you wish. It seems as if this is a respite that is almost shielded from the concerns, the outside world. This is a safe place.
What? Miriam's like kicking her feet in the water. What do you think would happen if we just started smashing stuff?
I would feel less peaceful.
Yeah. But we need to get this guy's attention somehow.
Well, we kind of smashed every room on the way here. What makes this one different?
I don't know. This one seems like his? You know what I mean? Like this one seems like, I don't know.
Well, if he's asleep, then he would be somewhere around here, right?
I don't know. I would assume.
Can I, like, wits and awareness to see if I notice
Yeah, go
anything, like, unusual about the room?
ahead. Absolutely.
Oh, well.
You can spend part of your willpower to reroll 3 black dice.
The one the red is a skull.
That only counts if you fail the entire roll.
I see, I see. Well, if that's the case, then I guess 2 success if you don't subtract
Okay.
for the skull.
You don't subtract for the skull.
Okay, yeah, then 2 success.
Okay, with 2, and Miriam, you got 4. As you guys are looking out, Sin, you see that outside is appearing, the visuals outside appears to be going through a day-night cycle. Not as slow as real life, but not fast as in like zipping through it, but you can see that like clearly time is passing in this visual of a day-night cycle. But you don't see any people. So it's the view of like, you know, Greece everywhere outside the Parthenon,
Is it
but
Mykonos? Well, is the Parthenon in Mykonos? I don't know much about where all the lands.
that's okay. You see Grecian architecture.
Because Mykonos is an island, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you see Grecian architecture, but like there's no people. So it just is almost like a screensaver, so to speak.
Wait, so is this a Parthenon or the Parthenon?
A part.
A Parthenon,
Okay.
but the visual is culturally relevant.
I think the Parthenon is in.
Miriam,
Athens.
as you're not fully submerged in the bath, so you're looking around a little bit more, you can hear faintly from, you know, far away, but faintly you hear a
Can I go see if I can figure out where it's coming from? Just like wander off.
you can wander off.
Okay. I want to go look, see if I can find the source.
So wandering in the direction of it takes you around the baths,
Okay.
towards the back of the Parthenon. You walk out to the little lanai. There are stairs that lead down probably about 3 levels, if you choose to venture down that far.
Hey, Jackson
Yep.
and Spider,
Yeah.
you guys come here.
Yep.
Yep.
I heard something, but this does not seem like a go by myself adventure. So do you want to walk down some stairs with me while Amari takes a nap?
Let's go.
I'm down. Let's do it.
Okay. And so as you guys walk down the stairs lead to a large white stone wall kind of that whitewashing that's popular all over Greece. And there is a metal door with a little, what do you call them? Yeah, like a little porthole type, what's the password kind of thing.
Which side is the door? Does that open on?
Your side.
So you can ask for the password.
Do we hear that noise?
Yeah, now that you're close to the door, you also hear it's kind of a mechanical
I was gonna say, is
ticking.
it rhythmic, mechanical?
Yeah, rhythmic, mechanical ticking.
Coming from the other side of the door?
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
It sounds like a motor
Yeah.
or like something keeping track of, like a clock mechanism.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's something mechanical.
Do you wanna-
Yeah.
Do you want to take a little peek? Be careful.
Be careful.
I'm going to open it so that it's just going to crack open so I can see if it's light or dark on the other side, but I can't see through.
It is dark, but there is a source of light.
I will activate Eyes of the Beast so I can see better regardless.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will peer through.
Okay, you're actually looking all the way through.
Yes.
Okay. You see a projector and 2 armchairs in a small black box room with the ticking is the film reel of this classic projector, and on the wall you see essentially home movies.
Is there anyone in the armchairs?
No. But it's running.
He just leaves them playing all the time. It's like
This feels...
The current home movie that you can see, strangely, is not a time period where movies existed.
Mm-hmm.
This appears to be a home movie of a croquet game in the Regency era.
This.
that's early for cameras.
This is very supernatural.
Yeah, it's more illusion bullshit somehow, probably.
Okay. Whale.
Is the door? Try the door. See if it's unlocked.
Yeah. I was gonna say. I see if I can open the door.
It's unlocked.
I open the door
Okay.
and I go in the room.
Okay. You walk into exactly what you saw.
Now that
Now that you're in the room,
Yeah.
you can also see that there is a table to the side that contains shelves probably about 6 racks high of film. Yeah, film reel canisters.
Can I, wits and awareness, the film reels and see if there's anyone that like stands out?
So they have various years as well as personal notes. You don't have to wits and awareness it, since they would very much draw your attention. You see ones that say like Our Vacation, 1753. They're labeled like home movies are. The only ones that would particularly stand out is that some of them go much more into the modern era. The home movies seem to stop around 1945.
Hey, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if this is anything, but this one
Okay.
says, hearing your voice again will be music to my ears. And these go up to like the 40s. Maybe playing one that might have sound.
To be fair, I don't think the age of these is going to denote whether or not they have sound,
Yeah.
based on the fact that film reel didn't really exist when this one were.
I don't know
Yeah.
shit about movie camera tech. That might be, I don't know, something more sin.
Yeah, let's try it.
Wanna go get Sin?
Yeah, let's
head
go
on
grab.
back
let's
up.
go get
Yeah.
Sin.
Let's check on the others, because probably I would imagine Mari's gonna be waking up right about now, having a nightmare, so we should probably head on back up there.
We'd think so.
Yep.
And so you guys head back up.
Yeah.
And Amari, you are waking up about this time, refreshed. You can heal your willpower.
Spider not knowing any of that is
Yeah.
gonna be walking up. So, what'd you dream this time, Bright Eyes?
I didn't.
What?
What?
Actually, I stayed in the room.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
He didn't move at all.
Nothing. I mean, I still feel the same amount of hunger, so I didn't, eat any imaginary hearts, but I didn't have anything. It was kind of nice.
Need to enjoy your soak?
Yeah. Sen, gets out and gets dressed again.
You're not hurt anymore.
Fuck
me.
you.
All
Well,
right.
you want to get in the bathtub? We can all turn around. It'll heal you.
I don't have any fucking thing that anybody else had seen, so Spider's gonna take his vest off. And he'll take off one of the rosaries. He'll start to take off the other one and stop.
What's wrong?
No. Oh.
What?
All that anyone sees is this part of the rosary. The end of it is gone.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
For those that were standing close enough to Spider, that is where the halberd went through him.
Oh, no, I can't, no. I can't replace that. I can't replace it. I can't get a new one. I can't replace it. And this fucking Yastic gave it to me after New York. I can't replace it. It's not something I can get. I'm not fucking ready for this. I can't fucking deal with this yet. God.
Do I hear the I come running back out.
I can't do this.
I can trust.
He's actually gonna sink down to his knees. I've given up so fucking much to be. I've dealt with so fucking much.
What is it?
The rosary is it. The guy broke it.
Right. What does the rosary do? Oh.
Hey,
Okay.
it may be gone, but your memories, you still have them.
And like you said, you're not Sabbat. And whatever you are now is with us.
I don't know what I am anymore. I don't want to be a member of the Camarilla, but I don't really have a choice. I can't be an independent because I can't fucking survive on my own.
You don't have to survive on your own.
Not us.
You live in the house.
You're not there anymore. You're here.
None of you can die on me. You understand that?
Not planning on it.
Besides one other, I'm the last standing fucking member of my pack.
I don't plan on dying.
Not fucking die on me.
You hear that, Miriam?
I have already put that suggestion forward, so I didn't want to say anything, but
None of us are dying. Not because of some crazy infernalist Methuselah.
We gotta go together. Don't leave me alone like they did.
No.
do you want to do something with it, Spider?
I don't know. I'm not there yet.
Okay, it's okay.
Take a soak. Take a soak. I give Spider a kiss on the head. But on the side, not to like...
Hey, Spider,
Yeah.
do you want a hug?
Yeah.
Miriam just goes,
Let's all do a group hug.
group hug.
Not going.
Group
Sin.
hug.
Sin.
I'm not going.
Pulling Sin.
Group hug.
Okay, but she doesn't put her arms around anyone. She's just
It's
like
fine.
this.
I just kind of put Sin in the group hug. None of us are dying.
Sorry, I don't expect to have to deal with this right now in here.
Well, I know this isn't the best time, but at least there's a magic pool you won't have horrible nightmares in.
Yeah.
And
It'll change.
I don't plan on it.
Jenni takes the water, starts washing Spider's face.
Maybe, you know, the real Infernalist is the friends that we made along the way.
I don't think it is.
Okay.
Okay, you killed it. You ruined the moment.
Look, if the Camarilla wants to do anything about you being like just around,
That's not
you're a
bad.
Hakata. In quotes.
I'm not.
No, you're not. Not even in the
Fucking
slightest.
Sombra.
Yeah, but you can
Everybody
live in the
knows
house.
That.
You can.
Everybody knows that.
That part, interestingly enough, is easy to fix. Because I've certainly got away with not giving a shit about what anyone in that city thinks.
I mean, I don't want to speak for the group, but I don't really think any of us are too worried about clans. I mean, we're all so new to this, you know? Like,
I'm not
we.
new to it.
Well, not them.
I know you're not, but that's what I'm saying. Is maybe it's okay if we just, I don't know, have our own.
Do our own thing.
I mean, isn't change literally the most inevitable part of life? Or unlife? Afterlife?
Not
Yeah.
canines. We don't change too well.
Oh.
We learned a lot about you in the past, 24 hours?
I think it's 2 days.
You play the cello, you like historical dramas, and
Adkins
you
says the
accepted a
women.
hug. And so if Spider can accept a hug, I think that change is possible for any creature, living or dead.
And also, fuck them.
Yeah.
Right. Sabbat, Camarilla, none of that shit matters. Fuck it. You're
It's
not
all
there
fake
anymore.
anyway.
You're part of the Breakfast
So
Club
I've been
now.
saying this whole time.
Are we seriously going with that?
I think
Because
that's
I'm
all
kind
we
of here
have.
for it.
Yeah.
I didn't like that movie.
We could go with the Goonies.
I
But
remember when
No,
that came
no, we're not
That's
doing
all right.
Goonies.
okay.
You have a soak.
Yeah.
What did you guys come up here for anyway?
Oh, we found a projector playing creepy home movies. Do you want to
Oh.
watch?
This shouldn't exist because they're dated prior to the existence of film technology.
I want to see him.
Yeah, why don't you?
Oh, I'll be fine.
Jenni, you want to
Spider,
stay
as
up
you
here?
take a soak, please heal all your willpower and damage.
Yeah, okay. Sin walks the direction you guys came.
Yeah,
I guess
I'll-
looking for it. Happy to have an excuse to not be around outward
Emotions.
displays of emotion. So
I will walk away with Sin, and as we walk away, I will explain.
So it's not a magic necklace.
No, just the symbolism and the fact that
a group they're no longer a part of.
because partially by choice, partially because they lost everyone that tied them to it.
Wait, but they aren't part of it because everybody died?
I don't know why he left, but I do know he lost his pack, and as someone who was kind of also part of the Sabbat, I understand what that means.
I don't, but I'm sorry that it's rough
Yeah,
no longer having the necklace.
that was kind of the last piece tying him to it, sort of.
Okay.
While everybody's headed back, Miriam's gonna hang back just like a little bit and just kind of stop at the edge of the pool and say, "Hey, Spider,
Yeah.
I'm new to a lot of this, and I can't imagine what you're going through, but if you ever want to talk. I know it's not exactly your thing, but offers on the table. Okay?
I'll keep it in mind.
Okay. And then she like, she doesn't know what to do and just kind of like goes away.
And so Jackson and Sin, you go back to the room, and Sin, you see a projector, old-timey film projector, generating its own light. There is nothing on this to generate sound. So, but you see 2 sets of shelves, 6 levels high of film canisters, and they're all labeled different home movies. You know, it's like ice skating in Alaska, 1823, stuff like that. Like, they're all just labeled with years, activities, going all the way up to 1945.
Okay. Sin looks at it and goes, wow, this is really stupid. Considering they chose to make these silent films for no reason. And she goes to 1945, the last one on the thing, and like picks it up. What does it say?
It says, Our Last Night, 1945.
And she goes to play it. Does she know how to use it? Do I roll technology?
Given your extensive history, you would know how to load a film projector.
Okay. Yeah.
So you can take this one off, put it back in its canister, and load this one. And as it begins to play, you see the cave. And you see a coffin being lowered down via some heavy equipment, some machinery, construction equipment. And you see a gentleman standing with the equipment. He looks a good bit older. And you see a 7-foot-tall man standing next to him. Kind of built, blonde hair, dark eyes. You don't recognize the gentleman kind of like leading all this. But he is kind of like doing the guiding of like, oh, a little this way, a little that way.
You don't recognize him?
You don't recognize him.
Okay.
And then it flips to another scene of the 2 of them carrying the coffin through. It flips again to the coffin being placed on this probably about 10 steps up dais. And you see the man that you don't recognize just kind of turns to the 7-foot-tall man, and he says something to him that you can't really make out, and just kind of leans his head against his chest and begins to cry. But it's it's not like sobbing, it's just a soft cry. And then you watch as the man leaves. You can tell he's kind of going like, I'll give you a minute. And he leaves, and the man kind of lays onto the coffin, and you can't see from the angle, but he's just kind of talking to the coffin as he just lays on it. And after probably about 10 to 15 minutes, the large man comes back and escorts him out of the room, and the last shot you see is of the coffin.
Does it seem like these are the memories of someone watching this, or these are the memories of like somebody in that we see?
These are the memories of someone watching this.
Who would have been watching this?
That's
These
the-
Troils? Troy? What's his name?
I think Troil's in the
Troils?
coffin. That's what I would think.
Well, yeah.
Or Troil is the guy crying, and
That's
our
And the coffin is the infernal.
yeah.
Yeah.
What's the home movie right before that one called?
The one right before that one is called Finally Sailing Away Together.
Maybe this will give more context.
Pop that in.
So I put that one in. We're just gonna work our way backwards.
Okay. So you pop that one in, and you see, given that the memories are from this person's first-person perspective, these suitcases you saw before are being loaded onto a ship
Okay.
with green sails. And there is a much larger box, but it is the size of a coffin. Yeah. You can infer that pretty easily, but it is a much larger shipping container to disguise it. And they're bringing it up, and dirt is kind of pouring out from the box. But the 7-foot-tall man is kind of leading that being lowered into the bottom of the ship. And then this person, the man you don't recognize, walks up to the perspective person.
The blonde person?
No, the blonde is the 7-foot tall man, which is the paladin.
Oh, right. Sorry, the one we don't recognize is the one who's crying. Is it daytime or nighttime?
It is nighttime.
Okay.
And the man walks up to the perspective person, pays him a bunch of gold, and they walk onto the ship. The tall man is clearly telling him, "Thank you. You have served me so well all these years. Thank you, my friend." And they go up to the top of the ship to kind of sit behind the captain. And it swaps to sailing on the seas. It swaps again to starvation setting in, as they've been sailing for a long time. And it flips again. There's a little less crew. It flips again, and there's a little less crew. And by the time the boat reaches shore, you see that there is only the paladin, this perspective person, the man you don't recognize, and the three of them loading out everything from the ship together.
And where were the POVs?
That's what I mean. The POV person, the man you don't recognize, and the paladin are all unloading the ship by themselves. You can see that you are on the shores, and the shores are it's a light colored dirt and rocks and sand with snow clearly on the horizon, and you can infer that this is arriving in Canada.
I'm gonna go up, poke the screen.
It's just projecting on the wall,
Okay.
and you go
the wall
through the image.
Because I was just thinking the paintings, so I wanted to see if it was another, you could, jump in.
Nope, this
I
one
don't
is.
think it
I
is.
wanted to go buy some more pillows.
Oh gosh, who is this POV person?
I think it's the
Is it?
Methuselah.
Wait, you think the Methuselah? is
So the person in the box.
okay. So
Person-
I will say,
person
Sin,
does.
from what you're gathering from reading the lips of the conversation, you can infer this is someone who works for the man you don't recognize. The coffin box is heavy, so something is in it.
Why are all of his memories from someone just working for them?
maybe
Wait.
they hired
Wait. I'm not even there. Hold on.
this reality show. You know what I mean? They hired someone to.
So that they can see themselves.
Yeah, maybe. Well, because so we know about the tall guy. Because the tall guy's a paladin.
Yeah.
We know that we have these letters. Ivan? Was it Ivan? The guy before?
Maybe. Yeah. It might be Ivan.
There's too many letters. I can't keep track. Okay. Well, anyways, I don't even know if I want to watch it. But what's the name of the one before that?
The one before that is Leaving Carthage.
Do we want to watch
Yeah,
it?
we wanna watch it.
Fine, we put it in.
Okay. You put in this movie, and you see the POV person meeting up with meeting up with the man that you do not recognize, and he says, "Thank you, Ivan. I know that this is a lot, so I appreciate your discretion and your strength." And the paladin meets up with them, and it changes to inside a home. And you see inside the home, the man gifts the paladin armor. And it's the same armor that Amari described from his original vision. And what you glean from the situation from their conversation is that this man managed to find the paladin's old armor and is re-gifting it to him. And the scene switches to them going down an excavation tunnel from an archaeologist excavation tunnel. And they go down, and the paladin looks to them and he says, "Are you ready? Are you ready for what we're going to find down there?" And the man just nods, and he says, "It will be worth it." And then it switches as they enter a room with a double-wide coffin that has been broken open on one side along the wall of it. And they enter the room, and you see the man kind of take a moment, steels himself. The POV person just puts his hand on his shoulder, and a door busts open from the other side of the room as 12 men come running in. And you watch in pieces of this absolute massacre. The 12 men fall, but the people you are following are gravely injured. And you see the POV person drops to his knees. He's kind of reaching up, and he passes out, and the movie ends.
Is the coffin broken from the outside or the inside?
From the inside out on one side.
Yeah, that's the mystery guy coming out of the coffin.
So, okay. So we know Ivan is the person who...
But Spider, are you with... No, you're bathing. Never mind.
Okay.
We'll come back to that.
So, yeah. So Ivan is the guy who we're like watching, or like his, we'll say filming. And we've got the tall boy Paladin.
Yep.
Then we've got mystery man who we don't know, and whatever's in the coffin. And I'm assuming one of them is Troil?
Probably Mystery
Troil?
Man.
I'm assuming,
Mystery
yeah.
Man? But isn't...
Mystery Man.
This isn't Troil?
No,
No,
that's
okay.
the
whoever's
Methuselah.
that's who's
okay,
in the coffin.
that's them. Okay.
But you do note that the coffin that you see in this memory is double wide. But it is busted open from one side.
Oh.
So Troil got out.
Troil.
Oh no.
They were buried together under Carthage.
Yeah.
That's what Spider told us.
Yeah.
So one of them got out.
Troil got out. He managed to get some people
Yeah.
Yep.
to help him get his man out, and
They
then
were
sent
attacked
out
while they were in the process of doing that, but we
Yeah.
know that they succeeded.
barely,
Yeah.
and then they
And Ivan made it all the way down here to where we are because he died stealing the diamonds and the sapphires from the safe.
Yep.
the safe
bedroom.
here.
Yep.
So Ivan made it. So they all made it out. So is there... Okay, crazy idea. Sin, what's like one of the earlier ones? Is there anyone that's like us together on a beach showing our faces?
What?
Like on the rack? Is
What
there
are
any
what are
like
the earliest
super
recordings?
fun
What is
time?
the earliest?
The earliest you would be able to see on this rack would be... One moment. Let me actually double check. Good thinking. I like when you guys throw me. You see the first one is from 450 AD.
Might as well. Throws it in.
Okay. You see this individual, the POV person, still seems the same. He's getting called Ivan. He walks up to the man, and they are essentially in a nice Mediterranean home. And you see another man join him. The man who looks like the paintings that you have seen. And they just appear to be having an evening together, listening to music. And it's just a nice evening, but this appears to be... They are weakened. In a way where they do not seem that strong or powerful. Kind of like how you saw him in the castle. He was very strong, was capable of doing a lot of things. They seem very tired. They seem very worn out.
Do they seem like vampires?
Yeah, They're clearly vampires, but they are just a bit worn down. But they are kind of taking a relaxation together. They're just sort of sitting on a couch, you know, how you feel after a marathon. And you see the Paladin enter the room and he nods to Ivan. Ivan nods back and the Paladin walks in. 25 people. And you watch as who you can now assume to be Troll and likely the Methuselah descend on these people one by one, draining every last one of them.
That's a lot.
So 450 AD is when they got out. But they were like, I'm so tired. I need juice.
Yeah, so they had a snack.
And then they were in Carthage still for a long time.
Well, how did...
I mean, this is the first one. We don't know.
You would know from conversations that Carthage fell in 146 BCE.
Yeah, they were still in.
So it was after the fall of Carthage.
Yeah, but they were there for like a long time.
Yeah. I mean, that's what, 500 years? 400 years?
Mm-hmm.
So,
And the fall of Carthage would be when they were entombed.
I'm gonna go get Spider. Be like, I'm just gonna go like
Yeah,
jog
know
back.
more about this.
Yeah,
And be like,
And I will say with the movies, when it finishes, it just kicks over and starts again.
Hey Spider, I'm really sorry to bother you. I know you're having a moment. But we did find video from Carthage in, 450.
More Methuselah bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think you should take a look at this because I think it might help inform some of the history.
Fine, whatever.
Okay.
And when Spider glances back at you, he has all of his makeup has been washed away.
Okay.
So, first time.
Hey, look at you. Okay, I won't make a big deal out of it. That's fine. Okay.
And actually, Sin, why don't you make me wits and awareness to read lips and catch the Methuselah's name?
I have a question.
Yes.
So, you replace a black for a red for every hunger you have?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure I'm doing this correctly. Awareness. Okay, that is 3 success.
3 success. You get the name Moloch.
Yeah, I guess we didn't have a name until now. I just realized.
Moloch. Even though you're reading lips, I will say for notes, spelling M-O-L-O-C-H. That's up to Sin.
I don't think Sin does share this with everybody.
Yeah, you just see him at some point and go like, Moloch, are you done with that one? Before taking over that person. It's just something you catch while watching the movie.
You going? Mo.
And Spider will have gotten dressed and come on down.
While Spider was up there, Amari was just like, okay, so this is what happened. This is how I diablerized my sire.
And so when you come down, you do see this home movie playing of, you would recognize Troll.
Oh god.
And then someone with him. And they are feasting on 25 people. When the movie clicks over, you see they appear very weak. But obviously are filling up.
So
What's the question?
they must have made it out of Carthage at some point. And then later, and then I'll say that we just put one of them in the ground again and be like, clearly they were buried together somehow. I don't know. We haven't watched all of it.
Supposed to be
But look.
either willingly entombed together or were forcibly entombed together. One or the other.
As far as you know, willingly.
But one of them got out.
The main thing is, like, did he just go back in?
I mean, hunger frenzy's a hell of a thing. Maybe one of them had to be able to get out to help rescue the other one. I don't know.
Or maybe he was doing some crazy shit like he's doing right now. And they were like, well, we can't let him keep doing this. But also, I love him.
I mean, did he take him? Did Troil take the Methuselah here to try and like rekindle?
I mean, from what? So from everything that we've been able to piece together, Troil's not the one that's here.
Yeah, this is
because
Yeah.
the Methuselah is the one that's here because all the letters are coming from Troil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what happened to Troil?
So I think if I'm understanding the timeline correctly, Carthage happens.
Yeah.
They're entombed.
Mhm.
They get out 450 AD.
Okay.
And eat a bunch of people, like that last video.
Yeah.
They spend, and when is the leave Carthage one dated?
That one was a bit more recent. That one was early.
It's like 1945.
1945 was the most recent, with them putting the, bringing the coffin down. So the other one is probably like a year before that, 1944. But you do notice on the film reels there are gaps of time.
Yeah.
There's like 50 to 100 year gaps, or a couple hundred years. So there's a few home movies and then nothing for a long time, and then a few home movies and nothing for a long time.
Yeah.
He
So
was asleep.
maybe he's asleep, or they're just living their life together and it's not nearly as noteworthy. Either way, they're together and both awake at here. But then here,
Yeah.
very close to now, like the Mr. Methuselah is asleep.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
So maybe my thought process is maybe him being awake and him being an infernalist has an effect on, started having an effect that Troil had to not stop, but
We're assuming that all of this is accurate. Remember,
Yeah.
this is true. Memories are
What
fuzzy.
did it?
smart stories or fickle things. Like, look, all of my shit I know from the Sabbat. Sabbat hates the antediluvians. The Sabbat wants to destroy them all. I don't know if necessarily the stories that I know about the infernalism thing are true.
Do you think he's been buried here alone for 78 years?
I think he's been in that coffin for about 78 years. Yeah.
What do the gaps look like, Storyteller? Like from like when there's a home movie to not? Like, is there like a every 150 years? Is it like
No,
regular?
there's no uniform nature to it. Some might be 50, some might be 200, some might be 120.
Okay. Well, that's not useful.
Yeah, they're very uneven gaps, but there are gaps.
Was he? How do I say? Well, I'm trying to figure out how to say what I want to say. Like,
Spider's gonna start looking at the titles of each one of them.
was he basically? Do you think he was like going off, figuring out a new place to hide? Like, have they been moving around?
That would be logical to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do notice that there are some labeled Osaka,
Yeah.
Italy,
Morocco.
Yeah.
Morocco.
You know they were there.
Mykonos.
So
I mean-
every
Him being entombed feels like a last resort before having to do something you don't want to do to a lover. Because we rewatched the movie, so I've seen, me and
Yeah.
Spider have seen
Have you
that.
all watched the
Why
ones
would-
that are from the? Have you all watched the ones that are from the places that we have listed?
No.
maybe we ought to do that.
The
Why
only
would
one we
he
saw
have
was
him
the
entombed
green
without
boat.
him? Are the movies labeled with the location they were taken at?
Some are. There's like, vacationing in Mykonos, going sailing in Italy.
I feel like watching this is just going to confirm what we already know. One
Yeah,
has a green boat,
they have a
one
lot
has
of
an orange
central
fan.
I mean,
Yeah.
for lack of any other reasoning, everybody, sometimes really fucking old vampires elect to go into torpor for a while.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah,
thinking. Like, is he
it's-
just?
It's not just like necessarily that they have to, this is a last resort thing to do for a lover. One of them can be in torpor for a while, and why would, if the other one's awake, why wouldn't they miss their lover?
I mean, I think he's.
I think part of it is that like something is clearly they were in prison for a reason. And the fact that of all the places they went and of all the places they could have placed this coffin, they decided on the middle of nowhere, Canada.
Yeah, with a near enough population close by that if people went missing, it probably wouldn't immediately be noticeable.
And then they like purposefully left clues along the way
I don't think
within the puzzles, like the letters and the suitcase.
I don't think those are clues, like left as clues. I think they were just stored there as personal, like here are my personal belongings. Here is a good place to store them.
We basically have been walking through, somebody's fucking garage, for lack of better phrasing.
And I will remind that you guys have noticed the rooms that you started in are much older than the rooms you're currently in, meaning that it's likely there was a first layer, and then they dug lower, and then they dug lower, and then they dug lower. This has been an ever expanding
This
thing.
whole
They're
has
not all
been
the same age.
This whole thing has been a project.
This very much feels like my lover is resting. I'm putting them in a safe place where there will be very few people
Exactly.
poking around.
With enough people nearby that if my lover wakes up, they can consume whatever they need.
And
Exactly.
actively hiring human guards.
Quick snack.
Yeah.
They're quick snacks. They
If
if
they
there's a
get too
rotation of them,
They get too curious,
Yes,
they're easy to eliminate.
disposable.
And they also, frankly, the problem with having vampires guard another really fucking old vampire is that
who's there
if you're
during
not
daytime?
precisely who's there to make sure that they don't decide to get a taste for them.
Yeah, the Ivan and tall guy are the guards. The humans are there to make sure nothing happens during the
Yeah.
day.
And they preyed on Thomas said they didn't have anything until they were 18. Like they didn't have
They took
they
people
didn't
that
have
were-
much
Yeah.
going on in their
Yeah.
lives.
Yeah.
I think all this is really saying is this is a deeply personal matter that has grown too big. And we're just going to have to go in there and hopefully Troil is just not home.
If Troil's here, I'm just gonna be honest, dude. We're all dying together. There's no way that
And I'll say if you guys,
But why would
with you guys watching a lot of these movies, real quick, sorry, Sin, you'll eventually catch that the paladin's name is Clement. Clement. Sorry.
Yeah, okay, so why is Trial a bigger threat than Methuselah?
because Troil's an antediluvian.
He's older.
What?
He's older.
Oh.
The clan founder. That's that term I told you before.
Are we
Older
sure
and
that
more
Methuselah is an infernal?
I don't know the Methuselah's name, so I can't confirm it.
Because
Sin,
if
you saying the
Troy-
word infernal, you feel a small heat in your chest that just sort of pulses, almost like a warm heartbeat, and it fades.
I will say that in the vision, I don't know if that was him, but somebody was an infernal during Carthage. That heat was something.
Well, that was an inferno.
Inferno, not infernal.
It was both.
No, it's a guy, right? It's
It
not
was a man.
Yeah.
And so on this question, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with more of whatever this is. And we're back. So you guys have been investigating these home movies and debating. Feel free to continue to do so.
I think we should just go.
I agree.
Go where?
I mean, there was more path before we got to the baths. I just wanted to, like, take a nap. Right? Am I insane?
Yeah, the Parthenon was very large before you got to the baths. How you guys got to this room was behind the baths, but there is like the external area of the Parthenon.
Well, we should probably look around and figure out what our next step is.
For sure.
Yeah. Can we investigate to see if we can hunt down and see what's around here? Like any other noteworthy things other than like a magic projector?
So when you walk out, wherever this projector is creating the land, it's very Truman Show.
Oh.
As you walk, you see like you can go a bit further than you think. And so there's probably some distance before you reach what would be the wall. So you are free to explore the area around the Parthenon.
What is the landscape like? Like is it like forested? Like, are we on a little mountain?
You're on a hilltop kind of near the Grecian coast.
Now that I'm not in the bathtub and I'm like walking around, can I roll what's awareness again?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, because I also forgot to add my bonus to the last roll
Oh,
anyways. So, okay, let's see.
I'd like to actually roll as well, just to look around.
Same.
Okay, everyone who wants to check around, go for it.
Okay. 9.
Nice. 9.
Well,
Amazing.
3.
also 3.
4, 3, 1.
I can't fight, but I can notice things.
Yeah, so as you're looking, you manage to notice that there are out of place blue flowers that kind of bank down this alleyway and around a corner. And you can follow those around, and we'll say with a 9, you can follow the path perfectly of these blue flowers that leads to a small house.
When I notice the blue flowers, I tell Amari, hey, those like blue flowers look kind of like real flowers.
So I know some things about plants from hold on. Do I still have my gardening thing? I don't think it's on my sheet anymore. So I'll just kind of roll to know what kind of flowers they are.
Yeah, you can try.
What would I roll?
Let's roll, let's say, I will just make it intelligence and investigation. There is, or survival. So, investigation or survival, whichever you're better at.
Investigation.
It's not exactly a nature roll.
2.
2. They look like blue peonies, which are not exactly native to this area, and they're all in pots, so they appear to be purposely planted.
It's like a trail.
Should we go?
I think so. I don't know how else to get out of here.
Also, are you okay?
Yeah. I was just, not exploding still.
Yeah, we love that. I just,
I am a little warm though. Sometimes, not all the time.
like, do you feel like you, like, almost feel alive again, but, like, almost a little, like you could be sick? Like, you're almost got a fever, so it's, like,
No,
warm.
I feel fine.
Yeah, you feel fine. It's just that kind of, it is a little, when you have kind of a bad fever and you can hear your heartbeat in your ears?
Oh, okay.
You just felt that for a moment with the warmth, and then it went away.
So it was more like a feverish warmth versus like a warm, like a...
No, it was like a
Over awareness of your own.
Is it
heartbeat.
like acid reflux?
No, it's kind of like, it's gonna be the weirdest reference point. You know those microwavable stuffed animals?
Yeah.
Like someone just put one of those
Like
on
a
your
heat
chest.
pack.
Yeah. Like
Okay.
a little heat pack on your chest.
No, it was like it's like comforting warm. It's not like lava. Like
I mean, and it wasn't like lava. It just felt like, I don't know. It's weird. All right, let's.
Storyteller. Do we hear any of this?
well, I wouldn't.
No,
say it
they're
in
they're
front of
down
you.
on the pathway.
Yeah,
I would purposefully not say any of this in front of you guys,
Yeah, we're on.
just for reference.
We're following
Yeah.
the path.
Walking down that path with Sin being able to lead with her 9, you guys eventually find a small 1-story house.
Oh, okay.
Cute.
Can we look inside? Is there like the windows?
The little windows have curtains drawn.
Should we? I was gonna say tell everyone else, but
Oh, yeah, we can tell everyone else.
or do you want to just go inside?
Oh, we can tell everyone else.
Open the door.
The door is locked.
Fuck.
I knock
You knock.
on the door. Yeah, I knock on it.
You hear a question in a language you don't understand.
Someone's here. Someone's here.
She's. I'm like, wait, hold on.
Do you know Greek? Do you know Greek?
And I'll say you'll know it's a question just from like that rise at the end. It's like,
I'm.
Does it sound like Greek? Whatever.
I'm
Greek.
gonna.
You'd probably recognize that it is Greek.
Okay.
I'm gonna try Italian. It's close enough. Maybe
No,
they-
it's not.
No, not phonetically. I mean, like they might speak Italian. 'Cause
Oh,
they've
like
been-
the countries are relatively new.
So they might know both languages.
Okay.
And I say it. Sorry, we're here to see. Oh God. The Elder.
I don't even know what you're saying, so I'm just like,
And you hear essentially no Italia.
Fuck.
think.
English.
They do not know what English is.
Okay, yeah, Latin maybe? Do you know Latin?
I know a little bit, like for spells.
Maybe just say like basic words.
I just ask if he
Lumos.
knows Latin.
And you get back in Latin, yes.
Okay. Okay. Let me remember my Tremere things. I'm not good at it,
Do you
but
think Miriam might know Latin?
Miriam definitely knows Latin.
Should we just go get her?
Yeah.
Or do we not want to?
I just tell him 1 second, getting a translator.
And they seem to grasp the word translator.
Yeah.
And so they're like, ah.
Let's go. Miriam?
Yeah?
Us back into the Parthenon.
Is Miriam with the group or?
Yeah, I'm with the group, I'm gonna say.
So Sin found something.
It's a house.
And there's someone in it,
Okay.
but they speak Greek, I feel,
Okay.
and Latin.
How do you know
I
what
just
they speak?
Because I tried talking in Italian and they said no Italian. I asked them what English was. They didn't even know what English is. So,
And then I suggested Latin.
yes.
And then you said a couple Latin words and they grasped it.
Yeah, and they said like a sentence and I was like, I barely can translate that.
And the other language they seem to be speaking, we just think is Greek. We're not sure.
Yeah, I've never
Want
heard.
me to go talk to her?
Yes, please.
Okay. Well, you're not dead, so that's something, but
I mean, they seem
That's certainly
nice.
some-
They
Something.
seem like they just live here?
Was the voice similar to Murloc's voice from the thing?
We didn't hear it.
We heard it.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it is not.
Okay,
Okay.
it's not the Methuselah. I can promise you that.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I would recognize the Methuselah's voice from our meeting and then the find me
Yeah.
in my head. Okay.
It was a little more gravelly, but you would pick up
But
this
I
the
would
same voice.
recognize it, okay.
Okay.
So we.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, did you guys find anything?
No.
Mm-mm.
All right, cool. Let's go.
Okay.
Okay, and you guys follow down this path of blue flowers all the way to a small house.
As we're walking down the path, I very quietly just better say, well, it's good to know that they would get themselves killed and without bothering us.
I mean, it's good to know that they would run off and possibly put all of us in danger without thinking. So
I
yeah.
mean, yeah, but I'm,
I mean, I've
I
been
know
doing this
that-
whole time.
yeah.
I mean, I know
That
that you're
is-
I know that you're a glass half full guy. I'm not.
I am. This is news to everyone, including me.
This is just the two of us being at the back of the group.
Anyway.
So, yeah. What do you want?
And I say translator again.
And they go, huh?
Miriam.
Just to flex, Miriam will say, "Hello, I'm sorry to bother you" in ancient Greek, and then look at Amari and be like,
and they respond back to you in ancient Greek. Oh, that's okay. What do you need?
"I'm so sorry to bother you. My friends and I are looking for the elder."
Yes.
And they respond back, I don't have an elder unless you mean my grandpa.
I'll like just be relaying this for the sake of brevity. Who's your grandpa, friend?
My grandpa runs a restaurant on the beach.
What's your name?
And I don't know classical Greek names, but he gives you
Achilles.
Patricles.
He sounds young-ish, so like late teen years.
Okay.
Hercules.
I don't know what to ask.
Ask what the grandfather's name is.
Yeah,
Where is his restaurant?
Yeah. What's your grandfather's name? Where is his restaurant?
And you can hear a pause, and they go, that's not the right answer.
What? I don't understand.
That was.
What?
Sorry, no. Wouldn't know. Do you translate?
Sure.
That was a code
Yeah.
that they were expecting a specific response to. Yeah.
Does anyone know what the code would be?
No.
I'll be back. Spider's gonna go back. Actually, gonna pause. I need somebody that can run the projector. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to risk it.
I'll go with you.
Let's go.
Okay.
We're about to go run those named location videos in fucking order.
Yeah, let's run the Greek ones.
Yep.
Okay.
No, we're gonna run the ones that are. It was Mykonos, Italy, Osaka, somewhere else.
Morocco.
Yeah, Morocco. We're gonna run them in order.
And I'll say, "Oh, you're right. I'm so sorry. I'll be right back. Wait here. I'll get you the right answer. Don't you worry."
And they just go, all right.
Is it that one maybe? I mean, that doesn't seem like a thing that you would say when your grandpa has a restaurant at the beach, but...
I mean, we're gonna. That's part of why the spider wanted the videos to get played.
Oh, no, sorry. I was pointing to this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe?
Nothing in here mentions a beach
Yeah.
or a grandpa.
That's
or a
right.
restaurant.
It might be in the actual
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
movies.
So what order are you playing the movies in?
I believe the first location that's mentioned in the letters is Mykonos. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Mykonos.
Restaurant on the beach.
So we'll start with Mykonos.
Okay. So in the Mykonos movie, the only word you're able to make out is "and he makes."
Am I better at making out words than there? Can I understand anything more than that?
No, it's one of those where it's like the POV looks to someone, they say "and he makes," and they look away.
Got it.
Next one, in order on the. I don't have the note,
Oh,
guys.
sorry.
Here you go. I need the notes.
All right, so Mykonos, then
Is it Italy? Or
yep, then Italy.
Italy?
Italy. So you see a movie in Italy, and you get the next bit that says, "A wonderful dish of."
Okay. That's why I said it first, you guys. We should watch these.
Really
Japan.
wouldn't
Japan?
even hold on to these words though. I just
Which
Japan?
one? The next
Osaka.
one is Japan. So in Japan, you see a fish market, and someone says crab and fish.
Next one.
Morocco.
Morocco.
That's it.
And you see the same Moroccan market, and someone says every Friday.
Perfect.
All right.
Okay,
Wander.
let's go do this.
Go
We
back to
sprint.
the house.
Okay, so you run back up to the house.
Hey.
Thank you, Spider.
Thanks, Spider.
And he goes, hey.
Hey, I remembered the thing. Do you want me to say it? Just make it official.
My grandfather has a restaurant on the beach.
And he makes a wonderful dish of crab and fish every Friday.
Click. And he opens the door. You see no one inside.
Oh, I hate this.
Oh, hey, buddy.
Doesn't
Where?
exist any more than
Okay.
anything else
God.
actually exists.
All right.
I poke head in.
Somebody's already...
It's a nice little Greek house.
Can you do me a favor?
Mm-hmm.
Can't you see invisible things?
Your
Yes.
sentience.
Sense the ins.
I
You
can
might
sense
want
the
to
unseen.
before we.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna do a little rouse check.
You don't need to for that.
Okay.
Yeah, we just turn it on.
Okay. Then boop. Sense the unseen. Beep, 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 beep. That was me sensing.
You can see light coming from a door
Okay. Points of the
that it's the same kind of purple light as your lanterns.
Okay. Oh yeah, I'll shine the light on the door. Be like, that door's glowing.
And on that door, you see words that say, "No return from here."
Oh, shit.
Abandon hope.
That's kind of how we returned to anywhere else in this place since we started. I mean,
It's true.
At least there's not giant sharks this time.
Well, do we feel like we're as ready as we'll ever be?
I don't know if we're ready. Sure it is.
That
I don't think you can get ready for
You know,
this.
you can't get really ready for it, and at this point, let's be realistic here. We couldn't get ready for it, even if we tried right now.
Okay, here's my question.
Okay.
What's the play here?
Don't know, because I don't know what we're going to encounter.
Yeah,
But we can't go back.
Yeah.
because Mr. Man is going. Claremont.
It's not even that.
Clermont.
It's not even counting Clement. It's we haven't been able to get back through any of these doors.
Yeah,
Period. Full stop.
that's true.
Every one of them is locked behind us.
The only way out is through.
Yeah.
I guess what I'm asking is, do we go in proverbial guns and also, I guess, literal guns blazing? Or do we try to talk to him?
I want to assess out the situation first, personally.
maybe he's not even awake.
I'm a fan of going in quietly to see if he's
Yeah.
even awake.
Same.
Yeah.
Alright.
We also don't know what we're going to encounter in this next room. We might not even encounter him.
Yeah.
Let's just. Everyone. No. If he's awake and he sees that my antagonist. Never mind. Let's
Look,
just.
I'm safety's off, and I'm like ready, but hopefully we don't have to do that immediately.
Let's just do it.
Yeah.
Who?
I will reach out and see if the door is locked.
It is not.
I'll open it.
Door opens with relative ease.
Hey, everybody. Nobody dies today, okay?
No one's fucking dying. If I remember correctly, he was actually quite reasonable for, very, very, very,
I'm sorry,
very.
what?
I mean,
What do you mean?
What?
how many?
talking about?
The amount of times I have mentioned I spoke to the Methuselah in the painting
Yeah.
is so many.
Look, I just.
Well, I mean,
I forgot. I'm sorry, Lori.
we
Yeah,
both
I
were
did too.
shanked, so we're not.
I mean,
thinking-
I understand you two, but everyone was like, "What?" And I'm like,
I
"We
was
went
going
over."
through some
You
shit
said it
here.
ominously.
I forgot. I'm gonna be honest.
You're talking about the pain. Okay.
Yes.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
it's been a
he was
long
just
fucking
bored
night.
and uninterested, and that's all.
We are. Our first play. Talk.
Our first play is be quiet.
Quiet.
Stealth. Second
But if
play
he's
is
awake,
talk.
talk. Then maybe stakes. In that order.
Why don't we just start with the be quiet first?
Yeah.
Okay.
What is on the other side of the door?
Walking into this room, you see there is a platform taller than y'all. Kind of a, more like an obelisk in the middle of the room. And there is a 10-foot tall door on the other side. And as for what you see on the obelisk, give me a moment. You see before you 4 black bottles with a tangle of tubes coming from them. And on the wall, it says, "His blood is the key."
God damn it.
One of those is
Great.
blood in it.
So one of those is blood in it, and what do we think the other ones are? Poison?
Hopefully not.
We're vampires. It wouldn't be poison, but it'll be something terrible.
Something could hurt us, I'm sure.
I
with
mean-
all the
didn't
other
say that
bullshit
it
that's in
couldn't.
here, yeah.
I'm-
Can I? So this is kind of weird. This is kind of woo-woo-y. So
Okay.
I know a bit of blood sorcery.
Yeah.
And I also know kind of like how he feels, at least from the vision and from like the small stint of talking to him. I want to kind of run an occult check or something to kind of feel out where the blood would be, if that's a thing I can do.
Unfortunately, you cannot, as nothing would feel differently in this room. The only person with any existing knowledge, Sin, you know what his blood tastes like.
I do.
Question out of character. Would Amari be able to sense like his motives, like the wrong tube will kill you, the right tube is good?
He would have to be able
Along
to.
those same lines.
He would have to be able to reach the bottles and premonition on them.
Okay.
But they are too high up. The only things you guys can reach are the ends of these tangled tubes.
Cool.
So are we supposed to drink from these and guess?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, there's only 4. Is there like a code of 4?
Well, will we be able to... Do you think they're all the same color?
There's only one way to find out.
Well,
Is there
what if
anything?
you just, suck and then it doesn't go all the
Which
way?
page is the one that
Stop.
says his blood is the key?
This one.
What was there anything that the lanterns revealed on that one at all?
I
It's
don't think there's lanterns.
if only they knew. Hold on, actually. His blood is the key. If only they knew.
Where's
That's not
the
helpful.
door?
It says January ? Maybe it will be like all the others, just another lamb to the slaughter, just another lamb to the slaughter.
I mean,
Blood of the lamb.
I will say, puzzle people, there is also a page that contains something you have not used yet.
Yeah, this one. Wait, hold on. No, there is the tube door. We haven't used this part yet.
What's that?
There's 3 door clues on here, and we've never used
We
this
used that one.
We did?
Yes.
Okay, never mind.
Okay.
use the colors.
Let me see the sheet.
Let me.
I thought we did. I could be wrong.
We've used 2 of them that I know of. The last one I
Use the
felt
numbers. Okay, I'm just gonna go through them. We used the numbers.
There you go.
We used the stars/colors.
We used this one.
We used.
That was the light.
The light is the way. I want to say
Yes. This is
that was the cipher.
yes, but I forget what was on it. But
What's that other?
Lantern.
just to double check what was on it. So
It's going.
he's going to eat the world.
Okay.
I mean, we think we did that one.
Yeah, we did.
We don't help me. I don't want to
I'm
die.
tired of the back and forth with him.
So I will say, no, you did not.
That last one,
we did.
I was
Yeah.
right
Okay.
because my reasoning is that like it looks like 2.
Can I see the lantern?
Yeah. I had that thought too, but I don't know if we could reach it
Those are
in character.
fingerprints.
There's nothing.
Can I see
So they're all the same.
that page?
Yeah.
So we'll learn
Yeah.
pretty quickly they're all the same color.
It might be. We might need to check the door.
Yeah, there might
It
be.
is a clue.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's check the door. Why not?
You said there was a 10-foot door.
If his blood is the key, do we have to like
Put on.
Oh, we might
You
need
know
to
what I
smear
mean?
that symbol
In
on
the-
it.
Yeah, maybe.
Can we
find
take
it.
one of the lanterns over to the door? Just to examine it?
You see some smears on the door.
Yep.
Yep.
So we gotta figure out.
If I look up at the bottles, do I see anything with my weird purple eyes?
No.
I am going to.
But you do see when you look at the door with your purple eyes.
I'm gonna suck a tube.
I beat you.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was like,
So,
we
real quick, Miriam, when you look at the door, you can, with your purple eyes, you can see the smear in that shape.
Okay, cool.
So I beat you to it because I was about to say Jackson
Yeah.
grabs one because I was
Okay,
standing
I was
next
gonna go over to one, so.
For
Yeah.
Sin to communicate to Amari what his blood tastes like without the rest of the group knowing. Is that possible?
You would have to pull Amari to the side.
I'm gonna take the
So I
one next to
think
Jackson.
no, don't untangle. Why don't two of us do this and then switch seats,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
two more.
Yeah, go ahead and sit down. We'll let the two of
Cheers.
them go first.
Drinkies.
Careful.
It definitely siphoned like gas.
You get it?
Water.
No.
Oh well.
But would you know that?
Yeah, you would just know it tastes different.
So I'm just like, does it taste like blood?
Yeah, it tastes
Okay.
like plain blood.
What does this taste like?
Blood with a kick.
A little spicy blood. But blood. What do you got?
Right, just the tastes like bland everyday, not non-spicy blood.
So, do we want to check the other two just to see?
This tastes different than that, but I don't know.
That might be. Is that resonance? Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. Do you want to try a different one?
Give it a try. Give everyone a try.
Here, come on with that.
Okay.
Yep.
There's
Alright,
that.
I'll try
Just
this
swap
one right
people
here.
around.
I will nudge Sin, be like,
No, that just tastes like regular blood to me.
Next.
Who
wants to go, kids?
Jenni.
Where do you want to go?
Amari, Jenni.
You want to try that one, Amari?
What do you want to do?
Do you want to go?
Oh, you go ahead.
Okay.
Yep, that's blood.
Okay.
This is the one that tastes different.
Let me see. Fuck it.
Yeah.
YOLO. Yep. Oh.
Yeah, it's different.
That's got a kick.
Yeah.
So, Sin feels compelled to drink the Methuselah's blood, I assume. And so when she does, do I have to like roll anything to get myself to stop?
No, it just tastes as you remember.
Okay, and it, like, does it affect me in any way?
For everyone who drank it, you feel warm inside, and you begin to develop small pinprick stigmatas on your fingertips.
Does it affect my hunger at all?
No.
Oh,
Okay.
It does.
Alright.
Actually,
so-
no. For you, you'll go down one.
Okay, I'll go down one. Excellent.
Smearing the blood
Blood.
on the door.
Draw the
We
symbol.
have to draw the symbol.
Yeah, I can hold the
It
light. What's the
lies.
one?
Yeah.
That one.
The
This?
seal.
Yeah,
Yep.
the
The
turtle.
seal.
Okay. I think it's the 2 lines in the turtle thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
I think it's also those 3 lines.
I don't know.
I think so.
Just add them. You know, a little extra doesn't matter.
And so Jenni begins to use her bleeding fingertips to draw this symbol on the door. And you hear a series of locks around the door begin to click, 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 click.
Well, I think that went pretty well.
Yeah, we all drink Methuselah blood, but
How are y'all feeling?
You're all
Uneasy.
feeling warm, but a content kind of warm.
Guess we have to.
The only way out is through.
yeah.
Sneak.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna let other people.
I
go.
Would it be
will-
stealth and dexterity?
Yes.
I will try to carefully open the door.
It's a 10-foot door. It does give a loud creak when you push it.
I don't
But-
think.
Dude, I'm rolling really well tonight. Okay, sorry.
Before I open the door.
I also have bonuses, but
I got 3 and a crit.
I got 2.
Okay.
I have to decide if I'm going to do this or not.
Sin.
6.
Nice.
You were.
I keep critting.
Oh, actually, I should have done 2 more dice.
Just let Ursula play.
Yeah.
Never
3
mind.
technically.
Hmm.
There's 3. Forgot I'm possessed.
Never mind. Never mind. I was like, wait a minute, doesn't Silent to Death make it so things I interact with are silent? No, it specifically doesn't. I will push the door open then. As soon as it makes a loud creak, I'm just like, fuck it.
Yep, do it.
So it gives a loud but with your stealth rolls, the Sin just right on through. And the rest of y'all are able to stealth pretty easily.
I activate Silence to Death.
I am.
So I'm just
I
walking.
am
Just gonna
stepping slow.
Mundane.
Okay.
Stealth versus Kindred.
And you guys have made it through the Methuselah door. You would like to remove the table, or the door from the table? Alright. Entering this room, you see a round, this room is completely round with sort of cargo doors. All around, probably about every 10 feet.
Okay. How many?
Probably 16.
16 doors.
Okay.
Before anybody goes off running to do things, please don't anybody open the doors yet.
Are there any iconography by the doors, or is it just like blank, same doors?
Just blank. Same doors.
Walking along.
Yes. Lantern does not illuminate anything except in the center of this floor. You can see a small square glowing beneath some dirt. 7. Sin, as you look at the doors, you notice that 2 of the doors kind of are bowing out as if something is pressing against them. It's not like far bowing out, but kind of like,
There's a weight against them.
yeah, you can tell that there is a weight against 2 of them.
How many are there again?
12.
16.
Oh,
Okay, yeah.
So there's something in the middle here, guys.
I'm gonna approach those 2 doors.
I'm gonna look at the middle thing.
Yeah, I'll go look in the middle.
Okay. The floor is dirt, so you can kick some
Yeah.
dirt aside.
Carefully.
And there is a clear box in the floor, and inside is a tome.
Yes.
Hold on.
And Sin, you go up to one of the bowing outdoors.
I go to see if I hear like the grumbling or anything coming from either of them.
You can hear loud breathing, just like a
From both.
from both of the doors. Not quite snoring, but that heavy breathing of something asleep.
Okay. I'm gonna move back to the middle with the group.
Can I do
I'm
an
gonna
occult
say-
check on the book?
Go ahead.
What'd you guys find over here?
Spooky book.
Clear box with a book in it.
What book is it?
I don't know.
I'm finding out.
I pointed at the door hard.
Well, I think I found
Not yet.
the
Not yet.
sleeping
Because
vampires.
maybe if you read it, you might die.
What did you hear?
Breathing.
Definitely not vampires then. We're dead when we sleep.
Oh, yeah. I heard 2 monsters asleep then.
Great.
Great.
Those-
Hate it.
The door. I can't talk. I still have Silence to Death. I pointed at the door you were at.
Yeah, they, I can hear something behind both of those doors.
6.
6. Looking at this tome and with your familiarity, this is a personal grimoire,
Oh, you were sharing this.
and it's a personal grimoire, and the edges of the book do appear to be burnt So there's like a little bit of a crisp around the corners of it, and you can see the name Moloch on the front of it.
Moloch.
Ah, what?
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 I just know that that's a bad fucking name.
Why is that?
Why is it bad? It's on the book.
What is it?
The only
I'll say the
times
book is in the ground, so you haven't been able. It's in the box.
Oh.
So this is all you can see from looking at the box.
Oh, we can't pick it up.
You would need to break the box.
Okay, number one, thanks for telling me I'm like the only one here that got raised Catholic. But number one, that name comes up in general like with a lot of demonic bullshit. Number two, I've heard it in conjunction with all of that infernal shit I was talking about. I don't know much more than that. I just know it's bad.
So you just know it's bad because you were raised Catholic?
Did you not hear all the demon associations that I said? When humans and vampires both agree that something is usually like linked to something bad, it's generally fucking bad. I don't know any more than that's not a name I would have expected to find here. And again, I also don't know who supposedly Troyle's lover was. So,
All just collectively drink his blood?
Yeah. What about it?
We didn't eat his blood.
No. We did.
Yeah, but that was...
If we
was a
diablerized
Oh, if you diablerize
Yeah,
is when you
diablery.
explode. Okay, my bad. Just curious.
And also, not for nothing, there was the worm.
do we
It's
want
a
the
nice
book?
squirm.
I want the book.
I want the book.
You guys can have the book.
Moments when I really wish my knowledge of this shit was more complete.
Jackson, if we want the book, tap my shoulder.
So here's my concern about that. I'm totally here for your enthusiasm. Here's my concern about that. We have already made the mistake a few times of trying to get the obvious lure or do something, and then, had horror unleashed on us.
I deactivate Sounds of Death. I'm worried that trying to take book will open doors.
Same.
Yeah.
Still have javelin?
The big one?
No.
No,
No.
we use it to jib the door.
Yeah.
Miriam reaches into her backpack and she pulls out the first edition Agatha Christie that she stole from the library. Be like, well, I have this. We could Indiana Jones it.
And my concern was like even opening the box.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
Is it glass?
You said
or-
the floor was dirt. I'm gonna like dig at the dirt, like in it, like going from box to a door.
Yeah.
Eventually, digging in the dirt, you hit concrete.
Okay, concrete.
Or
Hard
solid stone.
Okay, solid stone.
Okay. I'm gonna.
What if we just kill whatever's in the closets?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Just one at a
with the
time.
statue garden, that was.
That was a clusterfuck.
Yeah.
Well, we could live off the rest of our days just in this room and never do anything ever again. It's also an option, yeah?
No,
Yeah.
preferably not.
Okay. Well,
I'm gonna grab my magic coin and I'm gonna say, hey, sorry to bother you. Hypothetically, if I had found, I don't know, this is like wild and crazy, a grimoire belonging to Moloch.
It just says Moloch on it. I don't
It's
know.
just what do you think I should do? Hypothetically, of course.
You get back, hypothetically, burn it before you die.
Can I open it? Can I read it?
And you get, I don't know.
Great, thanks. Okay.
I break it open.
Break open.
Are you breaking
I
open
will
the
grab
glass?
the reflexes to stop you, so we're about to be in a contest.
when I see you go to do that, what I
I
want
was
to
just
do...
gonna punch it. So like
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I don't have
But
reflex. I
you
think
would
I just
see
lose
him.
that.
You would see him rear back. So, Sin, what are you doing?
where the two, like, closets are.
Mm-hmm.
Because we anticipated the idea of maybe if we open it, those open. So they're like up against the wall, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that means there's space between them.
Mm-hmm.
So I just go between two of them against the wall.
Okay.
The two that are like bulging.
I'm still pretty stealthy, so,
Okay.
so I'm just like, yep.
I think I just.
And
lose
maybe
that
they
because
just
I
go
know
forward.
Okay.
So I guess we're about to be in a contest here.
Amari, do you have rapid reflexes?
No.
No, so you
I
would
do.
be able to catch his fist pretty
Okay.
easily.
So yeah,
That's what.
so
Yeah.
you'll rear back and do not do the impulsive thing right now.
That was the dad voice. I will comply.
So
I will be moving your fist back and moving you back a few paces,
No.
then let you go.
I noticed what Sid did, and I just laughed to myself slightly. What if we open the doors first? So let's not those two doors, but check the doors.
But
All
remember the
16 of them?
statue garden?
Yeah, I do. I'm saying open several of them at once. Let them fight.
Well,
But you don't know what's back
there's
there.
only two.
No, there's 16 doors.
No, there's only two.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying let's
like,
check.
for sure
let's
have something in it.
check some of them.
Can't we get his grandma, auntie, ghost,
Yeah.
Casper
Yeah.
person
Yeah.
to go through these doors?
Oh, yeah.
Ask your grandma.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Grandma.
Hey, Grandma.
Auntie.
Whatever.
She's my great aunt technically.
There we go, Auntie.
But I will
Sit
ask.
down.
On the box.
If you.
Back over to the group.
Hi. Would you be interested in going through more doors?
I guess.
I mean, you can just go. This is a big circle. You can just kind of go in a circle, and you don't have to go through those because we know there's stuff in it. And I don't know if we feel like understanding that there are horrors beyond our comprehension right now.
And she kind of takes off.
Spider, meanwhile, is going to be just sitting pretty much right, not on top of the box, but the box is basically pretty close to him. Oh my god, I can't
And-
believe these kids are going to have a nervous breakdown.
Grandma, great aunt, proceeds to fly around the circle. And she comes back and she's just looking at you like,
Okay, that's a face.
well, 3 of them are fine.
3.
Mm-hmm. That one,
That one.
and that one.
I'm just pointing at them.
It's just bones.
In those 3?
Yes.
Okay.
In the others, well, you see, the thing is, they kind of look like dogs, but they kind of don't.
The dogs from before or worse than those?
Worse, bigger, much bigger, like a lion.
Okay. I know I said you didn't have to check them, but could you check the big, the 2 leaning?
I did. They're the biggest ones.
So they all have dogs in them,
Except for those 3.
except for those 3.
Because they're dead. I think they were just down here too long. Poor things.
Okay. I appreciate you.
Hey, Amari.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if this is a thing. Could you ask your aunt to go into the floor and see if she can see any sort of traps
that's a good
or wires or triggers type things that might be around the box?
Would that be something you're interested in? Because she can hear you.
Oh,
I guess it sinks down into the floor.
Thank you.
Oh man, I'm just watching all this with Oblivion sight,
Just like,
So
and she comes right back up. She goes, "Yes, lots of wires going every door to this little thing."
okay, all right. I will take the L on that one. I fucked up.
Could we cut them?
Is there another way out of this room?
Yeah.
Well, all of the doors.
There.
Well, let's open one of the ones with the bones.
Yeah, we go through one of the bones, and we just leave the priceless magical artifact in the ground.
Sounds
because
good to me. Let's go.
Which ones are the ones that have bones in them?
This one, and this one. Thank you.
Give me a minute.
Yes.
I've got an idea.
Can we cut the one?
I've got an idea. It's just gonna take a minute or two.
Okay. I think I know your idea.
Yeah, I think you do. You don't get hungrier the first time.
The first time?
I do get hungrier the second time.
I know what the idea is.
Storyteller, I would like to use Tenebrous Avatar.
Absolutely.
Ooh, what's that?
So for everybody, you see Spider concentrate for a moment, and unless the storyteller wants to narrate what happens to me.
Please narrate what this looks like for you.
For Spider, he is quiet, he is meditating for a moment almost, and bleeding outward from his eyes are just pure blackness that doesn't hit the ground, it falls down, it consumes as it goes, and shortly, it is not Spider standing in front of you anymore, it is a spider-shaped three-dimensional shadow.
Ooh.
Yeah, exactly.
The Shadow Man.
And
Shadow
one finger, like, please wait, and I'm gonna go towards one of the doors and just like liquid right under it.
Okay.
I am looking for where these might lead us. I'm trying to see what's in the rooms to see what our chances essentially of getting anywhere productive in these rooms that only have the bones might be.
So you see that all of them
Mm-hmm.
have a staircase and they all filter down like a funnel.
So if I go down to like the mouth of that funnel, I can see all of the other 16 have. Okay.
But the stairs going down into that funnel, the funnel then is sort of a drop hole, kind of like a body chute.
Yep. So I will come back up and not going to turn back immediately since that does cost me something to do. I will say,
as you went through that door, when you slunk under it, you heard a slight bzz of fucking up the connection.
So I'm going to come back out after that, and I'm going to, it's going to basically, I'm going to have to slither because I can't talk in this form.
Yeah.
So I'm going to spell out what's there, and then, but wait, I can break it. Technology, bitches.
On the ground, technology,
yes.
bitches.
All right.
I give a thumbs up.
So you're going to help them get the cursed book. Okay.
Yep.
I don't want to.
I don't say that out loud. I'm just okay.
It's more that.
Carry on. Carry on. It's more useful for us to have the book than not have the book.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
Too.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to the next. I'm gonna be carefully pausing as I slither up by each one of these to make sure that these doors are not opening as I'm shorting them out.
They are not.
Okay, so.
But as you slip through, you can go slow enough to hear each one go bzz, bzz, bzz.
That's what I'm doing. So through each one, you guys get to see this creepy spider, this creepy shadow snake thing just... Okay.
This is really cool, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, A+ powers.
And you finish up, and all alarms have been disabled.
I'm gonna reach down, break the box, and grab the book before he does.
Okay. You are able to punch through it. It's glass.
Hey Jackson, can I see it?
Nope.
No. Can I have it?
Nope. I slide it in my pack. I'll give it to you later.
Jackson.
Shall we?
From the spider shadow form, well played.
Shall we?
Jackson, I do want you to know that if at the end of this you do not give me that book, I will kill you.
I'm aware.
Okay.
Lord's
I'm not joking.
I want to deal with the actual problem.
You can't kill
first.
anyone. I will kill him.
I will find a way to kill someone.
One problem at a time. Okay?
Miriam looks very upset.
And also, I'm not gonna let you kill Jackson for this really cool, awesome book. And I'm not gonna kill
all
Jackson
I'm
for
saying
this
is, how
really
do
cool,
we
awesome
know
book.
that there's not like a self-destruct spell in
Very
there?
big letters. No demon bullshit.
It belongs in a
And as-
museum.
And as you guys have been getting heated, you are getting heated. You feel yourself getting warmer as you're getting angrier, and once you calm down, that heat dissipates.
Honestly, Amari's kind of into it at this point.
Listen,
Not gonna
listen,
lie.
Indiana Jones. It belongs in a museum.
No, it doesn't. It belongs with the culture that it was stolen from.
Yes,
and
mine.
to be disseminated
Correct,
back.
yes.
They're
So-
dead. Underscore, underscore, underscore.
True, correct. But
I opened the boat, one of the bone
Okay, I'm gonna
doors.
hold on to that.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
putting this in here so I can
All right, and so you go through the bone doors, one problem at a time.
Okay, so you go to the bone
And
doors.
you go in the door, and there are massive bones.
oh,
Larger than probably the largest lion. But they are canine in nature, but the skull shape is more similar to the hellhounds you previously saw.
it's like grizzly bear size.
Yeah.
Oh, I want one of these.
But the skull does have the same shape as the hellhound you saw, but there are some differences, like a bit more of an underbite, like the cranium is a little more misshapen. As these look a bit more, we'll say Zemissy flavored. As if there were hellhounds and then they were made more.
Hellier.
Even more gross.
Too hell, too
Yeah,
furious.
those are. That's terrifying. I'm really glad that it's dead.
So
And you'll recall from what Great Aunt said, the ones that Sin could hear are even bigger.
Yeah, those are the
Yeah.
like the ones that are sleeping against the door. Those are the biggest ones, apparently.
Yeah.
Spelling out, you're welcome.
Thank you, Spider.
So are we dropping down the chute?
You'll
It's stairs.
need ropes.
Stairs.
Wasn't it stairs?
Yeah. It is
Stairs to the bottom, straight drop, need rope.
Okay.
Well, conveniently, we have rope.
We do have a lot of rope. I am going to actually hold the rope because I am probably among one of the strongest of us. Spider's a ghost. I mean, a shadow. So I'm just gonna hold it for everyone else to climb down on.
Well, is there anywhere to anchor it? Okay. Well,
Jenni, could you hold it and then bat at the
Yeah.
end?
I think that's a better
that's
option.
a better idea, yeah.
That's smart, I guess.
And I think Jenni is actually stronger than you.
I have 5 dots on if I blink right now.
Okay.
But I will go down.
Slithering down the sides of the thing. I don't need. I'm
Yeah.
weightless.
I do take one of the lanterns with me. I'm just holding it up when I get to the bottom, like weirdness.
Everyone heading down.
Yeah.
And so as you guys descend down this long chute, that's where we're going to leave off for tonight. Thank you all so much for joining us. Next week is going to be our finale for season 11.
Oh my god.
We'll see you guys there. Take care of yourselves and each other. We love you very much. Good night.